What's up, world? This is your girl P. So, how to manifest? How do you manifest? How do you attract what you want, what you deserve, what you desire? How do you do it? Well, first, you have to really understand that we're all manifesting, you know, because you have to look at it. It's real simple. It's like you manifest your paycheck by by going to work. All right, you go to work, you manifest the paycheck on a regular basis. You know what you want, you know the job you have, you know what you're gonna get. So you manifesting by moving towards what's gonna bring you what you want is that check. But the thing of it is, if you want anything greater than what you do on a day to day basis, you have to move towards it. You have to believe it. You have to know it. And the thing is that we get comfortable with, our everyday life because it's something that we know it's in our minds. We know that this is a reliable source and I know I'm going to get this. And so you sometimes people don't step outside of their comfort zone. But in order for you to manifest greater than what you already have, you have to walk towards it. You have to believe it. You have to be moving towards it. You can't, because sometimes blessings just fall out of the sky, literally, just fall in your lap, you know, and it could be a subconscious thing that you think about a lot and don't realize that you think about a lot. And also too is power in the tongue, and it's like people will tell you about power in the tongue when you're speaking on things negative, which makes sense, to not say things negative because it's power in the tongue. But the opposite of that is like, well, if I'm not supposed to speak negativity because it's power in the tongue, then the only thing to do is speak positivity because it's power in the tongue. So if you're telling me that I shouldn't say negative things because they may happen because I'm speaking it, then why not say positive things because they may happen because I'm speaking it? You feel what I'm saying? Like it only makes sense. And I know it to be true because it was something that I used to say all the time that end up happening because I kept saying it. But I was serious about it. I really wanted it, you know, and it ended up happening, you know. And so when it's like when your spirit is your mind, and when God give you that information and he drop it down into your spirit, the universe, or whoever your higher power is, because everybody don't believe in the word God or whatever, but you understand where I'm coming from, is that when you get that knowledge into your spirit, and it wake your spirit up and let you know this is why you got that, is because you're manifesting it. You're saying it. You really want it. It's passionate in your heart. It's gonna happen. The only thing is that we expect things to happen right away, and they don't happen right away because energy is fluid. You have to wait for that to come to you, but you have to be walking towards it, speaking it, believing it, and walking towards it. And we're going to kick negativity out because a lot of times people will say, well, if it's power in the tongue, let me speak negative over a person's life. No, you're not that powerful because, you know what I'm saying? You're not that powerful where you feel that you can speak negativity over another person's life, even though people do it, because that's sending negative energy to another person and that'll end up coming back to you. So we just want to kick that out and focus on positivity. And I just wanted to say that as a disclaimer to let you know not to be sneaky and manipulative with this type of information and thinking you're going to do, harm to another person, or putting it in your mind that you're going to do harm to another person by using this information, because we're not using information for evil. We're using information to make our lives better and to help lift each other up. It's not about pulling another person down and thinking to hurt another person. But back to what I was saying, how you manifest is like you have to believe that you deserve it. You have to believe it's already yours. It's like, this is mine. I want this, and I know I'm going to get it in due time. It's mine. And you have to say it like that with confidence. And a lot of times, in my previous video, confidence is within. You have to know that you are going to get what you're speaking about. You have to know it. And like I've been saying things for years. And because I know once God dropped the information in my spirit, it let me know that something that I had manifested, I won't speak on it, but something that I had manifested ended up happening. And I didn't even realize that I was manifesting. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know. I just kept saying it. Like, I want this, I want that. And I kept saying it. It ended up happening. But there's other things that I was manifesting even as children, you know what I'm saying? Dreams and stuff. You sitting on the couch and you daydreaming about something, being happy, or, be seeing yourself astral projecting and seeing yourself doing something. That's manifesting. You know what I'm saying? But the thing of it is that, just say you trying to manifest a business. Yeah, it's a possibility that you can inherit a business, but also too, if you're trying to manifest a business, you have to put yourself in alignment with what you're manifesting. Like, are you walking in that direction? Just like you're manifesting a paycheck, on if you get paid every Friday, you're walking towards it because you go to work every day. So you're manifesting that paycheck. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you stop, the manifestation stops from that source. You know what I'm saying? But if you want something greater, you have to move towards it. You can't just sit there and think that every time. It's like you're attracting. When you're attracting, it's like you're walking into. You know what I'm saying? It's coming towards you, and you're coming towards it. But if you are not moving, whatever is coming to you, you have to put yourself in a position to receive it. How are you gonna? It's like, I want to manifest winning the lottery, but I don't never play. How are you gonna win the lottery if you don't never play? You're moving towards it because you keep playing. Eventually you're going to hit. You know what I'm saying? Eventually you're going to hit because you're moving towards it. And I'm just using that as an example and not saying this to get everybody to go run out and buy a lottery ticket or whatever, because that might not be the direction of your something that you've been manifesting. I'm not saying is or not and trying to discourage you or anything of that nature. I'm just using that as an example. So what I'm saying is, like, some people be like, yeah, when I win the lottery, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. But how you gonna win if you don't ever play? That's what I'm saying. You're not in alignment with what you're saying. So if you're saying, when I win the lottery, I'm gonna do this, and again, I'm using this just as an example. If you were a person that was saying, when I win the lottery, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, but you're never playing, you're not in alignment with what you're saying, what you're going to do, what you're going to win, because you're not in alignment. Or when I get my business, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You're not in alignment because you're not doing anything to get a business. Or when I get a relationship, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You're not in alignment because you're not moving towards a person. How are you going to manifest anything when you're not moving towards it? You have to attract it. It's like it's a magnet. It's even if you are, even it's like you moving towards it is you being the magnet, like pointing in that direction. But if you just sitting and facing right or up or forward, and you're not sitting towards in the direction of what you're trying to manifest, it's like it's gonna miss you. You know what I'm saying? You'll never catch it. It's like, because energy, universe sends things to us in energy. Everything is energy. So if it's money, you know what I'm saying, that's energy coming towards you in a form of money. You know what I'm saying? If you manifesting, love is going to come to you in the form of a person, whether it be male or female. It's going to come in a form. It's in a shape and form, but it's love. You know what I'm saying? And money, you financial abundance is in a form of money. So in order for you to manifest it, you have to be doing something to put yourself in alignment to receive it. It's like, even though I believe it in my mind, even though I know I speak it, even though I know that I deserve it, even though I know I'm worthy of it, but I'm not moving towards it. I'm not walking in that direction. I'm just sitting here. It's like you have to move towards what you're manifesting. And you got to believe, and you really, really got to believe, because a lot of times we don't think we're worthy of what we're asking for, and you're absolutely worthy of it, and you have to say it. You have to put "I am" in front of it. You know, I am a multi-billionaire. A lot of people want to be a millionaire, but see, in my mind, I'm like, it, if I tell the universe I want to be a millionaire, the universe might bless me with $1 million, and that's it, because you never said how much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never said how much. You just said a millionaire. 1 million makes you a millionaire, but keep in mind, when you spend $1, you're not a millionaire anymore, and you have to keep replacing that dollar to stay in the millionaire bracket. So you have to be specific when you're manifesting. You have to be specific. If you want money, you have to say, like, I want to be a millionaire, but you need to say how much you want. You can't just say a millionaire, because again, you might just get 1 million. You have to be specific, and then when you are being specific, you're saying, I am a millionaire. I have, you know, 50 million, 100 million, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Me, I go for a multi-billionaire, because I know if I say I'm a millionaire, if I'm a multi-billionaire, I know I have millions on top of millions on top of millions on top of millions, and I want to be a multi-billionaire, not just a billionaire. Because I know that it's limits. It's like I can have gazillions of billions. I'm not finna put a cap on my money. Forget that, that I'm asking God for. I'm asking you for. I'm not about to put a cap on it. When I say that I'm gonna live for a long time, I know I can't live forever, because everything has an expiration date. But I know how long I want my path to go. And I say I'm going about 99, 105. Healthy, all my limbs, with my right mind, with all my organs, no missing body parts, no illnesses, no nothing. I have to say it like that, because it's power in the tongue. You know what I'm saying? And, because, it's you have to say what you want. You got to be specific, you know, and then you got to believe it. It's like, I believe it, and a lot of times people don't see you getting what you want, but like I always say, what I'm asking for, it comes with weight, so you can't just ship that overnight. It takes time to ship that. It's freight, because it's weight. Can you imagine putting multi-billions in a truck? You can't put that in your purse. You're not going to be able to put that in a purse. you know yeah, that the universe is sending that to me in a shape and form, or however they gonna get it. But I put myself in alignment to receive it. I'm not just saying I'm just going to be a multi-billionaire, and then I'm just gonna trip over a bag of money on the corner somewhere, and that's how I'm gonna get it. Even though that could happen, but how can you just trip over a bag of money and it be multi-billion? It wouldn't be that much, because it take multiple bags, a lot of bags, to get that much. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be smart about it, and know, okay, well, I'm saying this. I don't care what nobody think. You could think I'm crazy, because I'm saying I'm a multi-billionaire, because I am. You won't see it in a minute, because I know how to manifest, because I know, even when I was a little girl, I used to wish for things, and you know when I was a little girl, I used to wish for certain stuff, but I didn't know to wish for big stuff. I always wished for what I wanted, and everything that I wished that I wanted, I ended up getting. I did. It didn't come the way I wanted it to come. It came in ways that I didn't expect it to come. That's why they say be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it, because you will get what you're asking for when you speaking. But if you think back to when you were a kid and you used to want certain things, did you ever get it? Like literally take the time and sit there and think about it. Did you ever get it? Don't be negative. And if negative thoughts come into your mind, kick those out and focus on the positive, because this keeps your vibration up. And when your vibration up, you keep your mind in the right location to receive the blessing. and not focusing on negative things, because we've all been there, uh, with the negative thoughts and stuff like that. We have to heal and grow from that. You know what I'm saying? So if you do get negative thoughts in your mind, I'm not here to shame you or anything like that. I'm here to teach you, help teach you and guide you on how to kick it out like a kickball. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to come, because that's the whole plan, is to get your mind to focus on some negative stuff, so you won't get what you're supposed to have, which is your blessing, what you're asking for. And I don't know what you're asking for, but whatever you asking for, you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? If it's with good intentions, you definitely deserve it, and you're definitely worthy of it. And you got to believe that. You know what I'm saying? That you deserve everything that your heart desires. We all do. No matter what we did in our life, if we're striving to become better people, we deserve it. You know what I'm saying? If we turn around and we actually doing the work to, become a better person, and stand in alignment with that, unwavering, unmovable, steadfast, unmovable, you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? And so, and even if you haven't got to that place, you'll get there. You know what I'm saying? You'll get to that place too. Because we all are God's children. You know what I'm saying? We all fall short of the glory of God. We all was born sinners. We all done did something that we're not proud of, but we have to believe in ourselves. We came here to get something. You know what I'm saying? We came here to do what God told us to do, to make the world a better place, and we came here to get what's ours. You know what I'm saying? And in order for you to get what's yours, you have to believe that you deserve it. You have to believe that you is yours, and that is coming to you. And even though it is taking some time for you to receive it, you still know that it's coming. It's like, you know that you got a check, and you called and say you got some money off your 401k. That's the first thing I could think of. And you got some money off your 401k because you was short of some funds, and you needed some money, but you didn't have any money, and you didn't know that you could borrow money off your 401k. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know that you could do that. You get a loan off your 401k, but somebody mentioned it. You was like, I didn't know that I could borrow money, and I'm short some money. I need some money. And you got all of this money stacked up in your 401k. And so you call, the the investment company or whatever, that your job that you work for, and to get, a loan or whatever, or not a loan, because you could just take some money and pay a penalty or whatever, however you decide you want to do it. But you call to get some money from your 401k. And so now you know that you have a check, because you manifesting it, because you move towards it. So it's like, now you say how you got all of this money sitting there, for retirement, but I just need to give me some money because I need to do a couple of things, and it's mine anyway. If I want to borrow from it or not borrow from it, just take it and pay a penalty, it's your choice. But you're moving towards it, which means you're manifesting it. Now they process the check, and it take about three business days or whatever to get into your bank account, direct deposit, and you got it coming, right? So it's coming to you because you moved towards it, which means you manifested it because you went into action. You put yourself in alignment to receive something, even though it didn't come the way you thought it was, like you kept playing the lottery and whatever, and you wasn't winning. But you got money, and you sitting there, and you didn't realize you didn't realize you could borrow off of it. And, maybe you just need $5,000, maybe you need 10 grand, maybe whatever you need. You didn't know that, because I didn't know that one time. I had to get some money from 401k one time, and a few times, you know what I'm saying? And but what's the first time I didn't know about it, and somebody else mentioned it to me, and so I was like, I didn't know I could do that, you know. And I had shares that I used to borrow money off of. Sometimes when I needed extra money, I would sell a share or two or whatever, just to get a few couple of dollars or whatever. But that's manifesting, even though you don't look at those things as manifesting, because you just don't look at it like that. but you're moving towards it and you putting yourself in alignment. Now they tell you again, they tell you you gotta wait 3 to 5 business days or 24 to 48 hours before that check will be deposited into your account. That money is coming to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's different because you know how long it's going to take. But when you're manifesting in another way and you don't know how long it's going to take, it's still coming to you. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know how many years or months or days it's going to take, but it's still coming to you because you're moving in that direction. You're speaking it, you're doing it, you doing everything that which is work. You know what I'm saying? You're working and you don't see it as work because it's not like a, I don't know why we all just, because it's the conformity of the mind where you think that working is going to a 9 to 5. That's not the only way to you're working. When you working on yourself and improving in yourself, you're going to get paid for that work by the universe, by God, by Allah, by Jesus, by Buddha, by Jehovah, by whoever your higher power is. When you do work on yourself and become a better person, you get rewarded for it because it's spiritual growth, and anything that's spiritual is spiritual wealth. And when you're wealthy spiritually, it has no choice but to show up in the 3D because it's spiritual. It goes from the spirit to from which is 5D to the physical, which is 3D. Anytime you have something going on in the spirit realm and you're moving towards it, it has no choice but to manifest to 3D. So that's how you manifest. You have to believe and you have to understand, how to manifest. And it's really simple. And the hardest part, I think, for people is to believe, because when you don't see something and it don't happen right away, it's kind of hard to keep the faith, and it's hard to keep believing because you used to the 9 to 5 manifestation, and I'm going to work every week, so I know I'm getting a check. You used to that and you don't see it. That's these things of what manifesting and working on yourself and those type of things. You don't see that as working. You don't think that you're going to receive payment for that, but God is going to pay you for it, what I'm saying, tenfold. That's where that saying comes from. But you just have to believe it, what I'm saying. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it isn't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I just want you to keep up the faith and keep doing the work. And because like I said, always, I don't know everything. And every time I give advice or what have you, I'm saying it to myself. And I'm not telling you anything different than I wouldn't say to my own self. I know that my blessing is coming, what I asked for, because I deserve it, I'm worthy of it, and I'm doing the work to receive it. You know what I'm saying? So I know God is real. The universe is real. Jehovah, Jesus, Allah, Buddha is real. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got for you. And I holla though. One love. Peace.